Welcome to Series 8, baby. We are here. Q&A on Monday was a success. Thank you. Ooh. And so now we're going to continuously go on with this. Yeah. Let's keep going. Before we keep going, though, I want to let everyone know that you can talk about my McDonald's shirt that I had on. I can care less. Hell, it was my son's shirt, okay, when he used to work at McDonald's. And you can talk about me not having my hair done. You could talk about the way my eyebrows, I don't have any. You can talk about the way my face look. You could talk about my hair not being done. You could talk about, I don't give a goddamn. Okay? I'm built for this shit. Do you understand? Because y'all don't even know the depths of what the hell I'm even dealing with right now. Y'all don't even know. So with that being said, it's nothing you can say. It's nothing you can do to hurt me. I've lost 2 children already. You can't hurt me. So I hope y'all get this to y'all head. My whole life is already on social media because I wrote the book to my story. You can't tell it better than me. So with everybody saying, oh, y'all didn't read, you didn't read. This has nothing to do with reading or not. This has something to do with a personal relationship between me and Tamika. Me, Tamika, and Caleb. This is what this is about. And see, my thing is, y'all always talking shit. You always saying stuff like, oh, you shouldn't be bashing people. And, when people coming back for her. But the bully has been her all along. I'm sorry that your eyes and your illusions are over your head. And right now I'm pulling the veil from that motherfucker. Because, see, it's been 2 years. And I literally have not said anything. All you got to do is scroll through my Instagram page. Scroll. Before y'all get to talking about what I'm doing wrong, you need to scroll. You need to go back and listen to her lives. You need to look at her comments. Because, see, baby, it's people that has been coming to me for the last 2 years and I've said nothing. So with that being said, you could talk about me. I don't give a goddamn. You could talk about what I got on. I don't give a goddamn. But I'm going to tell you something, baby. This awareness still going to get out. Oh. I'm still going to tell it. I'm still going to talk. Because I have every right to do that. So stop telling me that I need to stop. Just like y'all sitting here saying there's 2-3 sides to every story. I hope y'all be on her platform saying the same shit. Because I guarantee you don't. Ooh. Y'all so scared of that lady. Ooh. Y'all are afraid of that lady. Ooh. Just like, oh boy, one stupid fuck. He was saying stuff and y'all all over there telling him he need to stop. This is not the way to go. But I don't see none of y'all telling her she need to stop. So my turn. And that's what we're going to do. So keep talking about the McDonald's shirt. Keep talking about the headscarf. Keep talking about the no eyebrows. Keep talking about the Section 8. Keep talking about the welfare. Don't she teach this shit? Don't she teach you how to get it? Oh, that belongs to somebody else too. Series number 8. We on a motherfucking mission. Here we go. Either you watch or you don't. And if you have not watched 1 through 7 already by now, then you shouldn't be saying anything until you watched 1 through 7. And today we are on number 8. Get your popcorn, get your wine. That's all the hell I got to say about it. Series 8, I am sitting here in Houston in the shelter at this time. Let's continue. See, every time she would offer to give me something, I would turn it down. I would say, no, sis, I'll figure it out. Because I know how people are, okay? And my thing is, I don't want to accept anyone's help due to the fact of they get mad at your ass. They want to talk about some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no. Now, me and her had already discussed this during our relationship, okay? Because she knows this about me. I asked her to borrow $400 to get my car to Houston, and I paid her that $400 back with the money that was coming in from the Clean Your Credit beneficiary style class. Here we go. You see, I don't want to leave anything out. So I'm showing you guys, she gave me the car money. I'm showing you guys, I paid $200 on the 9th of August, and then I gave her another $200 on the 10th of August. But anyway, this is what she said to me. Read that now. Read it. See, she had to say that to me because she know that I'm stubborn, and I'm like, no, I don't want the help. Now, when I was in El Paso, let's take it back. She gave me some money for for my, what you call that? The storage. She gave me some money to do the storage, and that was it, if I remember right. But anyway, we back in Houston. Let's keep going. So we began to look for houses and stuff like that. And it was this guy. I found a house. Okay. I found a house. I got approved for the house. And once I got approved for the house, she began to look for her homes. And then she asked me to go to one house at first. And I went to that house to look for her. And I was okay with her moving here. I was okay because I'm like, okay, this is my sister. We gonna be together. You know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I know y'all like, well, damn, that shit happened so fast. But the same way y'all out there acting, taking up for her and shit like that, and the same way y'all so vulnerable, y'all know her, and shit like that, it's the same thing that I was going through. So I was bamboozled as well. Okay. Only difference is, it took me 8 months later for me to realize who the fuck you really was. But it wasn't really 8 months later, actually. It was September is when I realized it. She gave me $200 for my children for some school stuff, like a couple of outfits, which I went to Walmart and brought them some outfits, and they got some shoes. And you're not giving me anything. I'm actually, how can I say this? I'm actually working for this. You know what I mean? But I'm now starting to accept payments because I'm now comfortable with accepting something from you because I feel like we're that fucking close. Okay. I feel like we're that close. And I feel like you've showed me who you were at that time. You showed me that you ain't like everybody else. So let me go ahead and I'm going to accept. Right. So at this time, you know, I'm leaving the shelter. I'm going to this hotel that Catholic Charities at that time was paying for, and they ended up paying for a whole month for me. And then, well, not the whole month, because at the end of the month, my baby daddy ended up paying that last week, and then I ended up going to the Airbnb. Now, at this time, even though I was approved for my home, and I was approved for my home, I still was in the hotel. I left the shelter, went to the hotel, then went to the Airbnb. So when I first got to Houston, let's get this in order. I was at the Airbnb for 2 weeks. From the Airbnb, I went to the shelter. From the shelter, I went to the hotel. From the hotel, I went to another Airbnb. During the time inside of the hotel, I began to, not only am I homeless, right? Because I got to wait on my voucher. I am answering emails. I am doing consultations. I am making sure she do the consultations. We're doing the banking class number 1, 2, 3. You know, it's so much that we're doing. Now, all she doing for the banking class is sending out, because now at this time we have the trust inside of it. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Here we go. Now, by this time, we are, you know, I'm still doing the consultations while I'm homeless. I'm still doing everything I got to do. And we're getting prepared for the 4th banking class on top of another. She ended up giving me the money to $500 to pay for my move-in fee for my home. Well, it wasn't a move-in fee. It was something, but it was for my home. And then it was this guy that we were working with, Bags a Million. He paid my deposit, which was $1,900. Okay. He paid my deposit to move in, which she claimed that it's because of her that he did it. But it wasn't because of her that he did it. He actually wanted his money back from her because she's supposed to have helped him with a case that he had. And we thought that it was a win, but it wasn't a win. It wasn't a win, but I don't know if it was a second case I don't know. But anyway, he ended up helping me out. And it wasn't because of her, because honestly, he honestly did this from the kindness of his heart. Like literally. Not bro was like, after she cussed him out, you need to leave her alone. she gonna make you look bad. And I'm like, well, that's sus. You know what I'm saying? That's sussy. You know, you got to have thick skin. You from Detroit. You know, we from Detroit. You got to have thick skin. But this man is from New York. So his skin is way thicker than ours, right? She dogged that boy out so goddamn bad. And we were talking about him together. You know, when he ended up going to jail, we talked about him together. You know, I got the text messages to prove all. At this time, I'm convinced that he stole her shit. I'm convinced that he's telling everybody, you know, helping somebody out. I'm convinced. And this is the result. That man ain't do nothing wrong. Of that, you know. And the thing was, I was convinced that he wasn't following the orders that she said to follow. But he was doing everything. She got upset because that man went to somebody else. And she felt like that he was talking her business to somebody else. So she had me convinced that he's talking the business to somebody else, but he really wasn't. He was going to somebody else that knew what the hell they was talking about. He asked for his money back. She told him no. She told him no. But in the meantime, we on to the 4th banking class, and we are trying to do this back to basics series at this time. So I'll see y'all for series number 9. Oh.